When I think about why it's so important to vote, I think about my family. I think about the fact that my parents immigrated here in the early 90s, and for over 26 years, they didn't really have a voice in the community and the society that they contributed to. And I think about how every time me and my family show up to Maryville College to vote for the local elections or the federal elections, we're almost always the only Hispanic family there. And when we arrive, people either are in awe of us or they kind of question why we're there and if we're in the right place or if we even know how to speak English. And so that makes me think of why representation is so important. And that's why it's important to vote, because for the longest time, people of color did not have the right to vote, and women didn't have the right to vote. So policy was written by and for white men. And representation is really important when it comes to policy, because in a country as diverse as the United States, we need to make sure that this policy works for everyone and not just one particular group. I vote because I'm reminded that everyone has something different to bring to the table, and a lot of people don't have the opportunity to vote. Either it's because of felony convictions, or because they're dreamers, or they're undocumented, or they're like my parents that were waiting for citizenship for over a decade. And during that time, they didn't have a voice. And so I feel that as a Latina woman in 2020, it's my duty to show up to the voting booth. It's my duty to make sure that our cultural values are represented and that they are being respected, and that policy represents and respects all values from wherever they come, because that is what America stands for. My name is Esperanza Yanez, and I am strong, and I vote. Mi nombre es Esperanza Yanez. Yo soy fuerte y yo voto.